Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the November 10th Campbell County School Board meeting. We will begin with a Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. And I would just like to ask that during our moment of silence, just lift up the family of William Hawkins. It's tragic, tragedy of losing a student this last week. And also for any of the kids that are struggling. Let's just think about that, keep them in our prayers, and just Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, we have a good crowd here tonight. And we have several presentations, and I'd just like to say we're going to do all three presentations. Don't anybody leave, because then we'll go outside and take pictures. And so we were going to start off with recognizing a student from Brookville High School, Jada Fisher, and I believe Principal White is going to introduce her.
Good evening, Dr. Miller, Dr. Stanley, and members of the board. I am so pleased to introduce to you Brookville High School's senior, Jada Fisher. Jada is up here represented with lots of support. We've got her mom, Miss Fisher. We've got our ETA teacher, Mrs. Talbert. We've got our Teachers for Tomorrow teacher, Mrs. Davis, and our assistant principal, Mr. Adam. Jada most recently published a children's book, so she's here to talk to you about it. I was going to tell you all about it, but she actually has something prepared, so she's going to talk about it.
It's my great honor to recognize Jada today for her creative work. This project is a normal project for Teachers for Tomorrow. It's our first big project of the year. And it's always fun to kind of watch them get the rubric and little to nothing from me, and they have to build and create a story and then a book. They're charged with writing the children's story that centers on self-esteem, the idea is self-esteem, and then they create a well-structured, illustrated book that then they present to their classmates as they would at the level that they wrote the book at, like the reading level that they wrote the book at. So Jada not only rose to the challenge, she just exceeded it. Her story stood out for its creativity, its heart, the way it spoke to the importance of believing in yourself. After hearing her read her story and then the other members of the class read theirs, I was like, guys, some of these are so good, you should really think about publishing them. I never thought anything about it. And then I have Jada this year in leadership, and she came up and she said, remember when you said maybe we should publish a book? Well, I did. You did? And so she did. So we now are just really proud of our self-published children's book author in the building at Brookville High School. She, in a nutshell, is positive. She's motivating. She raises the bar in a classroom pretty quietly, but you know that when she presents anything, it's going to be at the utmost level of creativity and quality, and the other students like to get to that level too. So she's a special student to have in class. So now she's going to tell you a little bit about our process.
Hi everyone, my name is Jada Fisher, and I'm the author of a children's book called The Ballerina Who Wore Blue. This book actually started as a school project in the program Teachers for Tomorrow. I created a handmade version to present in class, complete with paper and ribbon. At the time, I thought it was just another assignment. I had no idea it would turn into something so meaningful. After I presented it, I received incredible feedback. My classmates and teachers loved it, and some even told me they would buy it if it were a real book. That moment stuck with me. I had watched YouTube videos about publishing before, so I already had a few ideas on where to start. I decided to take a chance on myself. I researched everything I didn't know formatted my story, submitted my files to my publisher, and about 2 months later, I received my proof copy in the mail. I was beyond excited. But then life got busy. The book ended up collecting dust on my shelf. I told nobody about it, and honestly, I didn't view it as a big accomplishment. It felt like a project I had finished and simply moved on from. Then one day, I mentioned it to my teacher, the same one who gave me the assignment. She was so excited. She shared the news with others, and that moment completely changed how I saw my work. I realized this wasn't just a project. It was something I had created from start to finish, something I should be proud of and shared with others. So today, I brought all 3 versions with me. The original handmade version, the proof copy, and the final published version. Each one represents a different part of the process, from just an idea to hard work to something worth sharing. This experience taught me that accomplishments don't always start as a plan. Sometimes they begin with something simple, like a school project made out of paper and ribbon. Looking ahead, I plan to keep creating and publishing more books, not just for children, but for all ages. My next project is actually a cookbook that combines my love for baking, creativity, and community. My goal is to help people feel included and inspired to grow into their full potential, because I truly believe community is where that growth happens. In the near future, I hope to partner with schools, libraries, and community events to bring people together through creativity. If you'd like to get a copy of The Ballerina Who Wore Blue or stay connected with my future projects, you can reach me through my school email, jcfisher@campbellstudent.com, or through my website, jadasimmons.com. By purchasing the book, you're not just supporting my journey, you're helping me reach my more younger readers and inspire next generation of creatives. And who knows, you might even see The Ballerina Who Wore Blue on your classroom bookshelf or in students' hands one day. Thank you all for listening to me and letting me share my story.
Well, Jada, we're all very proud of you. And,
Thank you.
And we love it when we have somebody like you represent Campbell County Schools. So
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Did you illustrate it yourself too?
No, I used Canva, like the graphic design, and I just like put the different like features together. I didn't like draw it or anything. I just did the design work.
But you had a picture, right?
Yeah, I added. Yeah,
Yeah, good,
definitely.
Good. Well, good. Anybody else like to congratulate Jada?
I've already purchased 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, I'm ready to go.
Yes, I'm thankful. Thank you.
All right, Jada, well, we're certainly going to get a picture with you and with your
Yes.
book.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
you
you.
for all.
Thank you for having
you all
me.
supported her, yes. All right. Well, that certainly was fun. All right, and we have another good one. So, Dr. Hale.
Yes, good evening, Chairman, members of the board. It has been a great joy to work along with Dr. Wilkerson with our students on the Student Advisory Board, and also to appreciate the support of you as Chair, Dr. Miller, and Ms. Parker as well. At this point, I will go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Wilkerson, and she will tell you a little bit more about our Student Advisory Group, as well as introduce our students.
Dr. Miller, Dr. Stanley, board members, good evening. The Student Advisory Committee serves as a bridge between students and division leadership, providing valuable perspectives on division policy, programs, and initiatives. Through this work, students help enhance communication, address school-level concerns, and promote civic engagement across Campbell County Public Schools. On September 30th, during our first meeting of this school year, students established shared expectations and reflected on what it means to be a positive ambassador for their school and for CCPS. They also engaged in a leadership mini lesson focused on servant leadership and effective communication. Juniors applied this learning by deciding how they would use a hypothetical $1,000 allocation to improve student life, selecting new desks and chairs for classrooms, while seniors explored hypothetical ways to enhance the cafeteria experience by recommending expanded food options, rotating lunch shifts, and gathering student feedback. Prior to the September meeting, advisory members met with their principals to discuss school celebrations and challenges. Schools highlighted strong morale, attendance, and school spirit, along with active student leadership and service initiatives such as mentorship programs, blood drives, and elementary outreach. Looking ahead, the committee plans to focus on topics such as school safety, appreciation activities, and technology, while continuing to support division-wide service efforts. Through their collaboration and leadership, these students are not only voicing ideas, they are helping to shape the future of Campbell County Public Schools in meaningful and lasting ways. And now, most importantly, I would like to introduce them. From Alta Vista Combined School, and when I call your name, please come join me. Senior Angelo Anderson and Junior Jake Thomas. Brookville High School, Brianna Pham, Bradley Godsey. Rustburg High School, Senior Jillian Jerkow and Junior J.C. LaCoste. And William Campbell Combined School, Senior Seth Halsey and Junior Dakota Sage. Congratulations and thank you to each of you.
Do you want to say something? Because you're on the committee, I'm on the committee.
Yes, actually, I thought I would put the students on the spot and see if each of you would say something about what you enjoyed about the Student Advisory Council meeting we had in September. Just one thing each.
All right. My name is Angelo Anderson. I'm the senior for Alta Vista, and what I would say is I like the overall influence that we can have on our schools. We can voice our students' concerns. Like me, actually, I like to interview my peers to see what they would like to see better in the school. And I like that I have the ability to express what they want for their school. So
Awesome.
that's
Thank you.
what I like about it.
Good evening. I'm Jake Thomas. I'm a junior at Alta Vista Combined, and I think the overall thing I enjoyed the most about going to the student advisory meeting last month was the collaboration I had with members of other schools and seeing the similarities and differences and then what we can improve within our schools.
Thank you.
I'm Seth Halsey, senior from William Campbell, and I had something very similar to what he had, seeing the differences and similarities in all the different schools, especially because William Campbell's probably the smallest, so it was funny seeing the problems that they have there that we don't, and then the problems that we have that bigger schools don't, so that's what.
Hello, my name is Jillian Jerkow. I'm the senior from Rustburg High School. I think something I really enjoyed about our last meeting specifically was getting to talk to the other members, just in a group of seniors specifically, because now that since that meeting, I've seen some of them outside of the student advisory panel and gotten to talk to them outside, like at football games and marching band competitions and things like that.
Hello, I'm J.C. LaCoste. I'm a junior at Rustburg High School, and something I specifically loved was when we did our leadership activity and just getting to hear same thing, similarities and differences, but not feeling, it was more a feeling of validation. Being like, oh, this is a challenge at our school. Oh, it's a challenge there too. Okay, finding those common points, and I really loved that. So.
That's good. And what's interesting, being at that meeting, that's exactly what my takeaway was recognizing how you immediately sort of, even though you were at different schools, immediately started focusing and working together and collaborating, and there was no awkwardness. And I just thought that that impressed me of your maturity and your almost natural leadership skills, that you just knew how to step right in. So we're very fortunate to have you representing the students, and I look forward to big things with this advisory committee. And so you're doing important work. So I'm glad you're here. And you have to stay for the whole meeting. Okay, so great. Anybody else? All right, so we're going to get your pictures in a few minutes too, okay? And we're really glad you're here. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, this is a good evening. So now we have the Region 5 Creating Excellence in Business and Industry Partnership Award, and Mr. Hardy is going to introduce this.
I'm not trying to leave you hanging. No, you're good. You're good. I just want to give the recognition where it's due. So y'all come on. Make sure everybody gets seen. Y'all can come over here too if you want to. All right.
Nobody bites.
Well, good evening, Dr. Stanley and members of the board. Thank you for allowing us to be here today. And it's been a pleasure to work with Mr. Robertson, Mrs. Wilson, and our students here at the Technical Center in the electrical program. We've got a few of these young men here tonight that are in electricity too. But last year, during the summer, we were recognized as a school division for having an outstanding business and industry partnership with the Virginia Department of Education, or by the Virginia Department of Education. And it was really for our partnership with the Greater Lynchburg Habitat for Humanity. And when we, let's see if I can get this to click. There we go. Okay. So this is an award that we have received multiple times. You may recall that as a board. In 2017, we had a very special partnership that was recognized by the VDOE with English Construction. In 2019, we were recognized for our partnership with Terry Volkswagen Subaru. In 2020, we were recognized as a school division for our partnership with BWXT. And in 2021, with our partnership with Heritage Hall. And then in 2023, with our partnership with CNC Piping and Fabrication and the development of the Welding Wars event that's held here regionally. And then, as I said last year, a great partnership, our newest one, with the Greater Lynchburg Habitat for Humanity. At the recognition, you can see Mr. Robertson, our electricity instructor, Mrs. Wilson, our work-based learning coordinator, myself, and then that is Heather Giese from the Habitat of Humanity. I thought that she was going to be able to join us tonight, but I haven't seen her, so she must have gotten hung up. So I apologize that she's not able to be with us tonight.
Oh, sorry, Catherine reached out, and I failed to tell you that she was under the weather this evening.
Okay,
She said
all right,
to
there
tell
we
you
go.
She was very, very sorry that she missed this evening, and that the partnership really meant a lot to them.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so so a special thanks to all these people, because really, you know, Mr. Robertson and Mrs. Wilson spent a lot of time with Mrs. Giese and the team at Habitat and really developing this partnership, what it would look like. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Robertson here in just a minute to let him tell you a little bit about it, okay? And then I also want to say a special thanks to Brad Vire. So Brad is our instructional aide here at the Technical Center this year. He's been doing an outstanding job, and he brings a lot of talent to the table that we've been able to utilize. This partnership, not only were we recognized last year, but we're still stepping forward with what we hope is going to be a legacy partnership, something that we really continue to do year after year. And we've done that this year. And so some of our students that are with us tonight in year 2 of this partnership are able to tell you maybe a little bit about what we did, and Mr. Robertson will do that. But Mr. Vire and his talent put together a great 4-minute video that we have used on our social media platform and everything, and wanted to share that with you because we think it really sums up the story. And if we can get you to play that.
I'm John Hardy, the principal at the Campbell County Technical Center. We're out here today, our Electricity 2 students and our Electricity 2 instructor, Mr.
That's okay. You need some support.
Sign language.
Oh, the actual PowerPoint.
Might be hiding behind.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, hang on, let me try that.
Yeah, now bring up the video.
I'm John Hardy, the principal at the Campbell County Technical Center. We're out here today, our Electricity 2 students and our Electricity 2 instructor, Mr. Robertson.
I know. That's all I can do.
You can close the PowerPoint if that makes it easier.
I know. We like it when he's here.
They can see the screen, but if you guys.
There you go.
There we go. I think, thanks for offering that.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
That's really good.
Yeah, they
I'm
can
John
see.
Hardy, the principal at the Campbell County Technical Center. We're out here today, our Electricity 2 students and our Electricity 2 instructor, Mr. Robertson.
My name is John Robertson, and I am the electricity teacher over at Campbell County Tech Center.
My name is Catherine Giese. I'm the Outreach and Volunteer Manager at Greater Lynchburg Habitat for Humanity. Mr. Robertson reached out to me directly last year.
It's a partnership that we have with the Greater Lynchburg Habitat for Humanity.
My name's Ashley Wilson. I am Campbell County Schools Work-Based Learning Coordinator, so I coordinate all of our relationships with area business and industry.
Habitat is in the business of building a better world, building opportunities and brighter futures and affordable homes for the homeowners that we partner with.
And of course, they're relying upon volunteers to get the work done.
Mr. Robertson came to me with this idea. It needed support to make it work and connect with all of the right folks.
Our students get to come out of the classroom and onto a real construction site, and they get to rough in this home that's going to be someone's home.
This is a great project for the kids to get some hands-on experience.
I'm responsible for the smoke detectors in the house. It set up GFCIs. I also did a triple gang box, switches, and all the lights.
The basement lights, as well as stapling wires for the laundry.
Ceiling fan, closet lights. He's kitchen and I'm home runs.
We're putting outlets in around the bottom and one for the TV. And ceiling fans.
Work-based learning is the school's version of on-the-job training. So it gives them an opportunity to learn outside of the classroom, outside of the textbook.
They have the experience and knowledge of what it's like to do a house from rough-in stage into trim out when we're installing the light fixtures and everything in a couple months. And they know how to do it for themselves. That means either at their own home or actually on the job site because it's something they want to do professionally. Leading them to the next step to help them to be able to make those decisions and giving them the confidence to do so because they've already done it.
It's really important for students to get on-the-job experience, work-based learning experiences, because there is nothing like coming onto a work site, doing real work for real people. And they're not just doing it as a class, but they're doing it for someone.
It really does impact the whole community, and it has a generational impact as well that we're really proud of.
That's what the Tech Center is here for, is to try to bring you opportunities to meet with companies. We also try to get you the opportunity to do it in the field, not just in the lab where we're simulating a building, we're actually building a building and partnering with a local company to do so.
We're so grateful to Habitat for Humanity for this partnership, not only because it's a comprehensive learning experience for our students to come in and work with them, but it's giving them an opportunity to give back to their community.
If you're a student and thinking about taking this class, I would say do it. It's the best decision that I've ever made in high school, by far.
Thank you so much to Campbell County Technical Schools for this partnership and for their hard work and dedication and the incredible technical skill that they bring to our projects.
Creative partnerships like this are what we're dedicated to in Campbell County Schools. We're very proud of this partnership and the many partnerships that we have with local business, industry, and other organizations throughout the area.
Our career fair in the spring has over 80 companies that are involved. We're very blessed to have a lot of really great relationships in our area.
If you are an organization that would like to work with young people and give them work-based learning experiences and on-the-job experiences,
call me, email me, come by and see me.
We're happy to connect with you and work with you to try and give our students opportunity and meet your needs all at the same time.
Okay. So thank you. I think that told a great story. Like I said, Mr. Vire, very talented gentleman who brought his TV production skills with him to Campbell County Schools. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Robertson and Mrs. Wilson for a few minutes just to share a little bit about preparation, implementation, and the skills and the experience with you. And then you'll have a chance to meet some of our students.
Thank you so much for having us tonight. I think you guys could tell that we had a good time doing it. I had the idea of whether or not we could provide the service of just doing the job if they provided the materials, because you know, our anything that we install in our lab, we have to immediately rip back out and rework or scrap and then try to get enough materials in order to keep our projects going. So this was something where last year and this year we're trying to continue partnerships like this where we can actually put our skills to use, and then it's something that actually lasts. Last year our seniors not only got to do this, the first stage, the wiring of the first Habitat tribute home, but we actually did wiring up with Timber Ridge sheds. We did 6 sheds. That was my initial idea, and then we were in talks with Habitat about whether or not it would be okay for us to use our license and then to be able to work and volunteer and give them the labor to do the install instead of them having to hire it out to another, electrical company. Because a lot of the building is done by volunteers, but electrical and HVAC and plumbing has to be done by professionals. Well, we found, can we do that under my license? And we did. So, and that's something that we're hoping to perpetuate. We also did it with Timber Edge Sheds event initially with our seniors, just kind of doing it with the owner. So he said, I came to him and I said, hey, could we wire up some sheds for you so then it increases their value, so when you sell them, they have better value. He's like, great idea, I love it. I'll buy the materials, you just tell me what to purchase. You guys show up, and we did it in a day. So months later, after we did the Habitat job, and we're all pumped about this, even though we weren't able to do the final part, we were like, that was awesome, we're so glad to do this. Months later, the guy who owns Timber Ridge says, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, after Hurricane Helene came through, 3 of the sheds I insulated, sheetrocked, and painted and sent down for temporary housing for families down in Asheville, North Carolina. So 3 of the sheds that our seniors last year did got to be used for that, which was also amazing. And then this year, this group, 4 guys right here, along with 15 others, so 19 students, went with us. We did rough-in 2 months ago, got our rough-in inspection. Last week, we got our permanent power inspection, and we went and actually installed all the light fixtures, outlets, switches last Friday. So that was just a couple days ago that we took a day off. So in 3 days' time, we wired up and then also trimmed out the building that's going to then be released this summer. They're hoping to do it in the spring. Hopefully, they'll do their ribbon cutting ceremony. So we're really excited about that. So I'd just like to invite these guys up just to kind of introduce themselves, because we all come from different schools and then meet together here every day for class, and then also sometimes get to do awesome events like this. So thank you for having us.
Hello, everybody. I'm Colton, Colton Mays. I go to Rustburg High School. And about this whole project, I would say it's a really good learning experience because everything didn't really go as planned. There's a lot of things that you have to work around. Like I was in the same corner for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I worked alongside Eli in the green shirt. We installed lights. We fed all the wire for the living room and dining room and we installed the lights and light fixtures, including the switches, for the living room and dining room.
Great.
Hello, I'm Ethan Dowdy from William Campbell High School. I really enjoyed the Habitat for Humanity project. It was a great learning experience, and I also was assigned crew lead, so I got to lead him and some other guys and doing the bedrooms, and that was really fun. Then I also got put on exterior lights, GFIs outside, and a bunch of interior lights and all that. And it was
Why is it so important that you got to be the leader of why?
because that's my twin brother.
And
Yeah, so that was a good experience.
My name's Evan Dowdy. I'm from William Campbell, and it was a great learning experience going up to that house. And I did all the smoke detectors and the bedroom receptacles, and I did some exterior lights and helped him with whatever he needed. And it was a great experience. I liked it.
Eli Bigham. I'm also a senior at Rustburg High School, and like Colton said, me and him worked in the living room and dining room. I mainly did the outlets, and I just want to say this project that we did, it was a really good experience for all of us, and I think it'll help us out in the future.
So did it confirm that this is the direction you want to go and that you want to make a career out of?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
good. And it's really nice that you were actually able to give back to the community also. That,
And they got to meet the homeowner this time.
Oh.
That was, you didn't see
Yeah.
that video. He showed up and they got to shake his hand and meet him. It was really good.
It's really neat.
That's
And
great.
they thought it was important that I also let you know there are other talents that they have. I had car trouble Friday, and I'm trying to call my husband, and these guys got me back on the road. They got me straight and they got me fixed. So,
That's impressive.
in their own very creative way.
Awesome.
Yeah, anybody else want to?
Multi-talent.
Well, I got, the most important question is, did everything work when y'all finished?
So actually, no, it's not that I have to correct anything. No, what it is we actually, because they hadn't gotten their permanent power inspection yet before we got there on Friday, we actually have to go back just to do that final checkup. So we were finishing up on Friday. They still hadn't AEP. We're waiting on AEP to actually install permanent power. Then, and this crew actually, this is why this is important. They said because they showed up tonight, they're the ones that get to go back and do the checkup and actually do final tests. So as long as they hand their forms in on time, then they can actually go out with Mr. Hardy's approval to go back to the site in order to do final troubleshooting and trim out. Yeah, absolutely.
So just curious, in your instruction of these gentlemen, besides the physical aspects, are you going over code requirements the whole time? Are they learning code?
Yeah. So they're actually gaining, there's multiple, I think we had a slide that actually might have had certifications on it. So in electrical level 1, they're learning some of the hands-on stuff. These guys learned that last year. And then in level 2, this is when they're actually in, industry recognized credentialing, level 1 and level 2 of apprenticeship. It's the same thing that if you went to go work for, which some of these guys have done, go work for an electrical contractor, they then send them to schooling for this. They would start at these same levels that these guys are taking here as seniors. So they're in the middle of level 1, and yes, we've already done NEC. We actually already took the NEC test on that, and these guys I think already all passed it. So yeah, and we're constantly going over code and requirements throughout because it's part and parcel with it.
Yeah.
So that's good. They get the head knowledge along with the hand knowledge for sure.
That's
Yep.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
So, as the four seniors, how much can you make when you finish high school and go to work as an electrician? How much can you make?
I honestly don't know. I guess it really depends on the place, but
Some of them are going to go to power line school and work in that avenue of the industry as well. A handful this year that are coming to me wanting to know how to apply and all that for that. So we'll get our Department of Transportation to help them prepare for their CDL test.
Yep.
You have to have your learner's permit before you could go down to Blackstone. So some of them are
Apprenticeships nowadays are usually starting $16, $18 an hour, and they're just going up from there. And every level that they complete, that pay increases for most of these companies, especially the larger ones. So that means everything that they're finishing now actually gives them
Right.
advantages
Even
in
stronger.
pay, not just in knowledge. So, yeah.
Well, the gentleman on the right-hand side, his grandmother goes to my church, and she says that he says this is the best thing he's ever done in his life.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't lie. So.
Especially not in church, right?
Not in church.
Well, good. Hopefully that had to do with the people that he's working around and also his experience here with Campbell County Public Schools. So thank you so much for having us.
And Mr. Robertson, thank you, because it
Yeah,
seems like
for
you're a
sure.
driving force here. And,
Yeah.
that's reflected, so we appreciate that.
Where are we putting that video at?
It's been on the school's social media page. I think that's how you probably saw it. Did you see?
I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, it was probably on our school Facebook, is what I'm guessing. That's the only place I've seen it shared
Yeah,
so
this
far.
popped up, and it was really amazing.
That's a good video.
No, I think it tells the story very well.
Yeah.
And I think Mr. Byron has experience, because he used to work for a TV station in Richmond before he moved back home. He's a graduate of Brookville High School himself. So we're lucky to have him come back home and share his talents with us and become a part of our team here at the Tech Center this year. And these are just some, Mr. Robertson's doing a great job. He's worked very diligently. I think when I started here at the Technical Center 17 years ago, that's a long time ago, I think, Mrs. Wilson, we had about 6 or 8 students in the whole electrical program. I mean, it was very small. And this is an industry that cannot get enough help, right? And so, under Mr. Robertson's leadership, and he brings a lot of energy to the table, doesn't he, guys? Oh, yeah. Yes, he brings a lot of energy. They bring a lot of energy to the table, too. I will tell you, okay? So he matches their energy every day. And
then needs a nap.
and you can see some of the numbers there. So I would tell you that as far as an electrical program in the state of Virginia, I don't know of one that has more students in it than Campbell County Schools. Okay, and we regularly have employers come to hire out of this classroom every single year.
And the last time I presented to you guys, I mentioned how it used to be the one great kid, got the one job or whatever, and now all these industries are fighting over our kids. This is absolutely the top. This is the one that we're hiring out of, much higher than all of the other programs, is our electrical program.
And to brag on that senior class, I told them at the beginning of the year, I don't know if they remember this or not, they may, but the young men that are in this class are extremely talented. These are 4 of them, and they are very talented in their own right. But so are the other 16, where I really believe that all of them have the ability to be leaders within an organization, whether that is owning their own business or becoming leaders for another business that they decide to go to work for. They are extremely intelligent young men. They have good work ethic, and they're capable of a lot, and they learn very well, and that's in the classroom and on the job. So really respectful group of young men, very proud of them, and can't wait to see the good things they do in the future.
Yeah, come back for signing days.
So,
Right.
I'm gonna ask this question. Say we got 50 students, give or take? 50?
Yes, sir.
How many we
Close
turn
to
away?
60.
How many we turn away?
I mean, did we turn away? I don't have those numbers in front of us. Out of our Electricity 1, now here's some of the things that we do. We have 2 classes of Electricity 1. So they have to really compete to be able to get into Electricity 2. So they have to learn whether it's something that they want to do, and then they have to compete for those 20 spots. But that's the way that the working world is as well. And so we do look at their behavior, we look at their grades in the class, we look at their behavior and their attendance, and those are the things that it takes to do a good job.
Right,
on the job,
but the
and why
repetitive-
they would get hired. We probably cut, I would say, ballpark around 10 students from the first year. But you have to also understand some of those limitations are OSHA limitations. We cannot have any more than 20 students in a class because of OSHA standards. We have 3 classes. So at this point, Mr. Robertson's time is maximized. If you want to look at other opportunities, we have to look at additional instructors as far as that goes. That's kind of where we are programmatically. And many of our CTE programs face some constraints like that that are a little different from the rest of our K through 12 classrooms.
It's a great thing you're doing. So I really appreciate it.
It's awesome.
The last thing I'd like to
Yes,
say
sir.
is that we've won this award several times for different things, and that's a reflection on everything, including you and Ms. Sash, Ms. Wilson. So we appreciate what you're doing for our technical center.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to work here and with all of, all these professionals and all of our students. I mean, they're just fantastic young people. We love them very much. We pour into them, and they pour into us. I'd like to say that these guys are definitely one of our biggest fan clubs. They're big supporters of Mr. Robertson, Mrs. Wilson, and myself. So I'm appreciative of that. So we have great relationships with our students.
So we're going to go get some pictures.
Yeah,
Okay?
sounds good.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity to present.
Keep it up.
Processing, okay. So, that's just starting to create that more. So I don't know if you can just like reach out to me and go to like, give it to you.
Okay. Do you happen to know Jasmine? Fire?
Yeah.
Hey, Jasmine's my niece.
Okay, yes.
So I'm gonna text Jasmine and tell her to get with you and we'll make it happen.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, Jasmine's my buddy. So I'm sure she'll be okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I would like to buy you with my niece. So about my granddaughters, I should say. My niece is over 2 over. No, it's very nice to meet you. Congratulations on your mom. Yes, no problem.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the Jasmine's. I mean, she's just.
So she's still in high school for, she's a junior. She's a junior. She just got she committed to the University of Indiana. Yeah, so she's gonna be a Hoosier. And selfishly, I'm kind of hoping that some other schools, because she can still be recruited technically, so some, yeah. Schools were interested, but, so, I mean, it's a great education school, and Jada is at honors, and she's running track. Yeah, I'm the one that kind of said, softball. She ran her first track meet at school before she was softball season, and qualified for nationals. That's right. You just run around bases. Yeah. but she, she's always been just such a natural gifted athlete, so it's good to see her being able to do well. So she's doing well, so she's both over
Most of them work, it's just that I got a couple more. Nice. Hey, I can eat that bagel. Hey, think about it. We do this twice a month. They would make up stuff. And we have more kids on senior stuff. And they said, hey, get this back. Oh, it's good, man. Especially when something's good.
Clay, Maurice is George's brother, right? He's taller. He's real nice,
Yeah.
real nice.
Yeah, I knew they were related.
George is married to Suzette, who's her sister.
Yep. Yep.
Out of Carolina. I think we just call off the rest of the meeting.
I gotta go snuggle a puppy.
Snuggle.
I got one of Christmas puppies. These big ass ones. You can put
You
everything.
had better sense of that.
No, Talon claimed it. He's the 6'2". There's the puppy. You know this is the dad.
I saw that picture.
So, where did I put Talon's picture? I thought it was in here.
Did you get a boy or a girl?
I got the boy. I got the biggest boy. You know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go big, right?
Oh, you living in the house?
Yeah, I got a big enough house. Got a fenced in backyard. Talon claimed his baby. But he's 6'3". But he'll handle it. But he couldn't take it back to school. If he came
All right,
I'm on it.
we're all back.
Still.
Well, that's always the highlight of our meetings, is getting to see the good things that go on here. Before we get started, I do want to introduce Maurice Pierman, who is will be the new Brookmeal representative. Congratulations.
Nice to meet you soon. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, okay. All right, did anybody ask to speak? Okay. All right, so we are going to start with approval of the September 23rd and October 13th and October 24th meeting minutes. So I will.
Move for approval, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any corrections or comments on the minutes? If none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, payment of bills.
One question on the, not to put anybody on the spot, the basic rent-a-car company for the 2 Sienna minivans, what is that all about? Do we rent minivans?
No, that's just the company, that's the name of their company. but
Okay, so we actually purchased
We bought
them
them,
from-
yes,
okay.
for transportation.
Okay, thank you. Well, with that, Chairman, I've reviewed the minutes as, or the bills as presented and make a motion for approval, so.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any other comments or questions about the bills? If none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Donations, Ms. McClanahan.
Tonight you have a list of donations for approval. Unless you have any questions, I ask that you approve them as presented.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion is second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Non-resident tuition? Ms. McClanahan.
Got appropriations.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yep. Supplemental appropriations.
You have 2 appropriations for approval. Unless you have any questions on those, I would ask that you approve those.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Now, resident tuition, non-resident.
And you have a list of non-resident tuition students. I'd ask that you approve them as presented.
Motion to approve. Second.
A motion and a second. Any questions on these students? If none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Ms. Hunley?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I'm pleased to present you with another short personnel report again this month. I wanted to draw to your attention that we actually also picked up an extra special, I shouldn't say extra, a special ed teacher that we didn't fill at the beginning of the school year at Alta Vista Combined. So that's going to bring some relief to their special ed team there. Our classified staff is in great shape, and Dr. Ranella let me know while we gained a driver this month, we also lost one, and he's got a couple out on medical leave, so he's short 9 is the number that he gave me. So unless you have any other questions, I'd ask that you approve it as written.
Any questions for Ms. Hunley?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Ms. Hunley. Dr. Wilson?
We have no students for consideration this evening.
Did we have this?
They reapply, I'll bring them back.
Okay. All right. All right, well, then that's all of our action items. And so, Dr. Staley?
Yes, sir. Well, first, I'd like to congratulate Ms. Parker and Mr. Phillips and Mr. Pierman for their wins in the election. I know you're glad that that's over. Thank you for your hard work and for your willingness to serve on our board. And Mr. Pierman, we look forward to working with you and adding you to our board. Just a reminder that next week we have our VSBA conference in Williamsburg. So we look forward to that. I had brought to you before a request by the county for property over here where the Humane Society is. And they've also asked for an easement over here on Dennis Riddle. And Mr. Rogers and Cliff Tweedy will be here in our December meeting to make that presentation to you and answer any questions that you may have. So between now and then, if you've got any questions, anything that you need of me, let me know. Otherwise, they'll be here next month. I also wanted to let you know that last week I got to go to the all-county band concert. And I have to be honest, I was very impressed. We had band members from all 4 middle schools and high schools, and I think they had 2 days to practice. And I wasn't, Dr. Hill had asked me if I was going, and I wasn't aware of it. And she told me about it, and I went, and I was so glad that I did, because it was fantastic. They had guest conductors from Bedford County. I think the high school band was led by the band director at JF. I forget his name, but obviously he was very well respected and very well thought of at Jefferson Forest. And after 2 days, they were remarkable. So I'm sorry you all didn't get a chance to see that, but it was great. We have not heard from the state yet when it comes to our performance and support framework. You know, we shared that model with you. And as soon as we do, we'll certainly bring that back to you and let you know how our schools rank. Obviously, there's a lot of turnover going on now at the state, so we'll kind of wait and see how all that shakes out and bring you information as we get it. We did have to turn in some reports last week, and just so you know, our ADM was, our student enrollment was down 120 students to what we projected for this year. So that's quite a bit of money. That's $1 million out of our budget. So we talked about our budget this morning as senior staff, and we're just going to be conservative at this point, and then see how it all lays out in the spring. I've told our principals, I've had some big ask already, and I've kind of told them we're going to have to wait till the spring, see what we got.
So what is that number? Do you remember?
I think that number, not including pre-K, was 7,260. And then the last thing I've got for you, Dr. Ranella sent a nasty email at the end of the day that said to be careful in the morning, that we might have some precipitation. So look out for some slick roads in the morning. And it's in November, what?
11.
November too early. I know that.
November too early.
So be aware of that. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Looks like you blessed us with the Board of Supervisors meeting minutes. They did pass the zoning on Tuesday. I went to the meeting on Tuesday, and they did pass the zoning change for this piece here by Riddle Road, Dennis Riddle Road. All right. Board, I think I started on my right, so Ms. Parker.
Thank you. I'll try and be brief. First, I want to thank all of our veteran teachers, SROs, bus drivers, everyone. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Today was the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps also, so any of the Marines get double thank you today and tomorrow. Went to Marissa's trunk or treat for a hot minute because I had to get to early voting, but it was fabulous as always, very well attended. I also wanted to thank two of the government students from, bless you, two of the government students from Mr. Scott's class who actually were so intrigued by local government that they came out and helped me some with my campaign and came out on election day, and I was able to teach them a little bit about elections and campaigning, and that was so much fun. I also have to apologize to any staff that I scared on Friday. I was Michael Myers on Halloween at Central Office, and I had a blast going and seeing everybody. Thank you to the donations, of course, again. Also want to mention, I will be reporting back on hopefully a lot of really great things. This week, I'll be going to the School Board Member Alliance Symposium. That's this Friday and Saturday in Richmond, which is, another school board association outside of VSBA. And Valor Farms, I went finally Saturday and met with the volunteer coordinator, and I ended up actually doing some volunteering today with Paulette down at Valor Farms. So I'm looking forward to speaking to leadership about how we can, have a volunteer day as a school system, see how that would look for us. But I'm super excited about those relationships. And wow, just how great was it to see all the students today, right? And I want to thank the board for letting me move forward with the Student Advisory Council because, I'm very passionate about that, and I've loved every minute, and I just love seeing the kids enjoying it as well. And big hats off to Dr. Hale and Dr. Wilkerson for organizing the meeting, having the leadership actual lessons at that meeting too, so we're not just meeting each other and just having conversation. You guys are throwing that in as educational for them as well. I really appreciate all your help on that. And I hope everyone's looking forward to a great Thanksgiving. And that's it.
I'll yield my time to Mr. Bennett to tell us about Concord and what are you planning for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So stand up and share.
Okay, usually I tell you we won't have a whole lot, but it's been pretty busy. We got quite a few things going on over the next month and a half because it is already getting ready for Christmas. So a couple things just happened. We do a house system. Everybody gets assigned a house, and we totally revamped it this year, and we just did that assembly. We're doing more of a community-based community organization. It was previously done more about behaviors, but we changed all that. So we're really excited, and all the kids are really excited to have get their T-shirts, and we took a picture of every kid and all of their houses and things. Even little things like some of the kids at lunch, they're gonna eat with their house instead of their class. So some of the older kids and the younger kids will eat together, so we haven't done it yet, so we'll tell you how that goes. It may not go as well as we think, but we're pretty excited about that. We have parent-teacher conferences come this week. We're already started doing things for some, we provide Thanksgiving dinner for a lot of people with the food, so we have that coming, plus the angel tree. So we're taking in those names and getting all those out to the community, the groups that help support those. We have a Christmas play, and then we have our Christmas event that we have, which are all invited. Eris is, where's yours? Okay, mine's on Thursday. No, it's the last Thursday before we get out for Christmas. So I think it's the 18th or the 19th. So again, we do Eris at the school. Y'all are welcome to come. I think last year we had about 500 or 600 people there. So we're excited about all those, but we're starting on those things now because it comes up on us really quick.
Thank you. Ms. White, just for a non-Brookville supporter, I appreciate what you've been through the past month. Year. You've been through a lot lately, and I just personally appreciate what you've done to stand up for Brookville High School and Campbell County Schools. I just appreciate it and do anything I can to help you. And I'm pretty sure Dr. Shea, stand up. I just want to congratulate you on your daughter's successes. Stand up. Tell us about your daughters.
Oh man, what you want to know?
I want to know.
No, they've done a great job. The biggest joy for me as a dad is only have to go to one gym every night.
So have they played they play tomorrow night? Is that what you said?
Play tomorrow night, yes sir.
Where at?
At home.
Okay.
In the region finals.
So they're very good volleyball players. One's a senior, one's a freshman. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
And if y'all read the story in the paper a couple days ago, the senior has quite a lot of accomplishments, and I know you're very proud of them. Again, what Mrs. Wilson and Mr. Hardy and Mr. Robertson have done with that program is just tremendous. And Mr. Vire putting that video together, it's just great stuff. It just doesn't get any better than that. I don't care what anybody, it just doesn't get any better than that at all. Congratulations, Mr. Pierman. Look forward to working with you. We did select a new director of the Central Virginia Governor School today. It's been about, 2-month process. And appreciate Dr. Hale. Appreciate all you've done, and Dr. Wilkerson for all y'all have contributed to that selection process. We selected Dr. Scott Douglas, who is basically the assistant there now, and he just comes with a wealth of knowledge. So I think it'll be a continued successful program. The Student Advisory Committee was really impressive. And let's not forget about the donations we got. I mean, they're really, they continue to come in, which really amazes me, and we certainly should appreciate all the, generous people that make those contributions. And look forward to seeing everybody at Williamsburg in, next week?
Yeah, next week.
Next week. That's all I got.
Thank you. Stanley.
All right, well, I'm going to use my time to kind of highlight somebody that I appreciate, Mr. Jones, in doing that as well. But when I asked Christine anything to share as far as from Brookville, she highlighted the grace and resilience of the football team and to recognize what they have gone through to battle. But I want to recognize her grace and resilience throughout the entire thing. And, at the heart of each colony, the queen bee exemplifies leadership through nurturing and sustaining community life. And that is exactly what she did through all of this. So I also want to give you a moment to talk about construction, because I know that's on everybody's mind, but I definitely want to recognize that, we stood up and stood behind you, and it is something that I don't think any of us regretted doing that. So I'm really proud of you and I'm proud of what you did for the community. But construction, anything you want to tell us? Because you've had to balance all of this amongst everything, and so I know that kind of took a back burner as far as you having to focus on other things that took a priority, which was our students and always should be. But any updates for us?
The athletics training room is coming along. Still has some work to be done, and our wrestling room is coming online as well. So our wrestling team is very appreciative to actually have a space to wrestle in.
Yes.
So those are the two newest
and you now have a new temporary space with the offices and the administration. So yeah, we're hoping it's kind of separated from the rest of the student body, but they're making it work, and it's, you know, again, just the flexibility and the resilience of managing all these things at one time. So I'm going to leave for Kristen to probably shout out on Leesville Road and all the things that are going on in the middle school. She does such a good job reviewing that. But thank you, Christine, again for everything.
Well, I'm going to echo them and just say thank you so much for standing up for our kids. And you're a great model for our students, and I appreciate you. Leesville Road will host its Veterans Day breakfast tomorrow morning to honor our veterans. Students will enjoy breakfast with their special guests and see their photos proudly displayed on the Wall of Honor. Leesville Road is also preparing for its camping-themed Title I Family Engagement Night, featuring fun, hands-on activities for families to enjoy together. We recently celebrated several appreciation days that I missed: our School Bus Driver Appreciation Day, Custodian Appreciation Day, and National Principals Month. We are truly grateful for the incredible staff who pour their hearts into our students every day. Congratulations to Brookville Marching Bees for earning multiple top finishes at Cougar Band Classic, and to Brookville Theater for being named Seminole District Champions. A special shout out to Mr. Jake Tomlin, who achieved a lifelong dream by competing on Jeopardy! Winter sports are gearing up, including basketball, wrestling, swim, and soccer. A reminder that all student athletes must have a current physical on file to participate. Congratulations to the 2025 Buzzer Yearbook staff for earning a superior rating and VHSL trophy class distinction, the equivalent of a state championship and the first for BHS since 2018. Finally, Brookville High School has once again been named Best Public School in the 2026 Best of Lynchburg Readers' Choice Awards by Lynchburg Living Magazine. We're so thankful for our outstanding students, teachers, administrators, and staff who make Brookville such a wonderful place to learn and grow. That's all I got.
All right, thank you. Mr. Phillips?
Congratulate Mr. Pierman and Ms. Parker at the other end of the table, and as well as Mr. Hardy in the back of the room for your accomplishments through this wonderful campaign season. Mr. Shields, Dr. Shields sent me some information on Rustburg High School. As Dr. Stanley mentioned, the county band all-county band performance was November 6th. Is that right, Mr. Shields? Dr. Shields, I think that was it. So good event there. The SCA hosted a trunk or treat on Friday night, amongst all the other things going on Friday night. Congratulations to Lucas Ripley, who finished 11th at the state cross-country meet. Great accomplishment for him. Also, congratulations to the RHS One Act team, who placed 3rd last week at and also congratulations to Johara, I'm going to murder this name, Johara El Alami, I think that's correct, and Dee Ragland, who are also recognized by the VHSL in the One Act team. And we have our fall show coming up, Peter and the Star Catcher. That'll be November 20th to 22nd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd at 2 p.m. And also got an email from Miss Brown at Yellow Branch Elementary School. They have the PTO performance at 6 p.m. on November the 11th. Parent-teacher conferences are November 20th. And December 6th, they have the breakfast with Santa. And I think that's all I had for this evening.
Thank you. Mr. Maddox?
Excuse me. I too attended a trick or treat, and I'll tell you one thing that amazed me about that. There were kids from every high school that were supporting, and they were having a good time. It was cold as crap that morning, but yet they were out there, and it's great to see our kids supporting their kids. Second, I'd like to congratulate our football team who beat Gretna. Sorry, Wendy. who beat Gretna Friday night.
Say that again.
Sorry, Wendy, or beat Gretna.
Jake was there with the Gretna Fire Department wearing a I Love Colonel shirt.
But that qualified us to be co-champions in the Dogwood District along with Appomattox. I don't know how many times it's been 3 teams that have been co-champions. Great game, everybody behaved. We played Friday starting a region. As long as I've put you on the spot, is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Altamist Elementary has had a wonderful fall filled with lots of learning and lots of parent and community support. On October the 31st, Halloween, we had 205 students who participated in our annual Storybook Character Fashion Show. And one of my 4th grade teachers who came to us from Lynchburg City, her name is Gerald Callahan, she MCs the event and she goes above and beyond to introduce each character, to tell a little bit about the book. So all of our students got to be exposed to 205 titles that they may be interested in reading. So it was a really cool event. Also this year, one of our school goals has been to increase family involvement, and we're very proud of the progress we're making. You know, you don't really realize the amount of events that you plan or you've done until you start looking back through your school Facebook page, and my secretary does a great job of keeping that updated. But our families came together and they helped our students build scarecrows. And in the town of Alta Vista on Track, they do a scarecrow stroll. And all of the area businesses create scarecrows. For our students, each classroom created a scarecrow, 1 or 2, and we had enough scarecrows to stretch out the length of our school. And so parents loved it, the community loved it, and it was just great to be a part of that. Also, for the month of November, parents will return as mystery readers and merry makers. They're going to be coming into classrooms, reading winter stories and creating crafts with our students. And looking towards December, we are continuing with our community partnerships. We have 97 students who have been adopted through our annual tree event within our community, and we have 65 students who will be participating in Shop the Pop. Our teachers also had McTeacher Night, so they exchanged their Promethean boards for flipping hamburgers and serving French fries, and that was a great event to interact with our families as well. And finally, we'd like to invite everyone to our Title I Parent Involvement event, and that's Christmas Around the World, and that's on December the 11th. So lots of things taking place at AES.
Thank you. All right. Well, I really enjoyed our presentations today, and I'm glad that I've been part of the Student Advisory Committee, and I'm gonna miss that, because it's, you know, we're up here, we don't have very much direct interaction with the kids, and we did in that atmosphere. So I think that's going to go places. I'm happy for that. And then, you know, winning that Region 5 award, you know, I'm very proud of our technical center. And what's striking is that we have a very high bar, but we always seem to go above it and just make it higher, and yet we continue to excel. And I think this county can be very, very proud of our technical center, and proud of all of our schools. But I just really appreciate what goes on here, and we've given so many kids a leg up and an opportunity right from the start, and that's what we're here for. So I just want to emphasize that. And then being able to contribute to the community, like with the Habitat for Humanity. You know, I think it's so important for kids to try to appreciate how much they have, and how important it is to give back. And so that I'm really glad that you were able to partner with that group. So I did get a firsthand look at the Brookville High School renovations by Mrs. White, and I too want to just congratulate you or honor you for what you've been through, and for your character, and and seeing that firsthand when I went over there, and then all the good stuff that's going on at the school. And as my tenure winds down, I'm looking at like a Brook Neal reunion here. All three of my principals since I've been on the board, and it's good. It's real good. But Mr. Harrison graciously sent me an email like he always does, so I'm going to give the highlights, and feel free to chime in if there's anything you want to add. He did indicate that the parents gave a lot of positive feedback for the report cards, and we should have brought that up. How about you guys? How did the report cards go with feedback? So we were worried about nothing, or? Good. All right. And Brook Neal was fortunate to receive the Extra Yards for Teacher Award from Liberty University, and given an $8,000 support students needs grant or just donation. Okay. And this is what I'm really proud of, and proud of Harrison. Our Brook Neal Gentleman Mentor Club, but remember he presented that a couple of months ago, along with a group of 8th grade William Campbell gentlemen, took a trip to Liberty on November 10th and were given the opportunity to see the academic and athletic facilities. The Career and Academic Success Team, along with a group of football players, help students work on goal setting and creating a vision board. That's really great.
It's an incredible experience for our students.
Good, good.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then you have a Veterans Day musical tomorrow, and then you take your first MAP test the first week of December, and so you're anxious to see how you're doing. And then our Brook Neal annual holiday event is on December 5th at Glendale Manor at 5:30, and all board members are invited. Anything else?
Covered well, thank you.
All right, good. And I think that's all I've got.
How are the modulars working out?
They're holding up really well. It's freed some space, and as Dr. Stanley may be able to tell you, we're still growing. So I'm not sure long-term, we'll probably have to make some more decisions, but transitioning to them mid-year from the gym was seamless. Our teachers are very appreciative of the space, students have taken good care of it, so it's fitting very well.
And the kids go in the cafeteria?
Yes, sir.
It's because they have lunch in the cafeteria.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Then I will ask
Go
for
for it, Barry.
a motion for
I
adjournment.
said go for it.
Oh, motion?
Second.
Motion to adjourn.
Said you were-
A second.
Second.
All in favor, close your laptops.
You'd already
Mr.
said your
Hart.
laptop.
Keep-